The state of economy in Hawaii is struggling, but I think that Hawaii people are resilient. So we're here, we're fighting, and we're looking for help.
The biggest challenge we have is employees. My business, we were open 10 hours a day. We're open at 4 to 5 hours a day now because of lack of employees. Someone calls in sick, we're gonna have to shut down some days because we don't have enough employees.
It could be a lot better, right? I think for anybody that owns a small business understands the dynamics of all of that, right? The challenges of running a small business here in Hawaii because of so many different obstacles that are in your way.
The hardest part doing business in Hawaii, regulations, transportations, finding eager young talent in the workforce.
When I think about how businesses are already struggling, when homelessness is added to the equation, it can be a real devastating impact. So I'm super committed to working with businesses to help our folks that we're targeting to come off the street to do so.
When I look around here on Hawaii Island, I see a lot of locally owned businesses closing up shop and retiring or leaving because it's a challenge as it is that there is to run a business here.
The Blueprint Hawaii 2030 plan gives me a level of optimism that I haven't had before. And that's because I think it really pulls us together to have common objectives and goals on problems that for many of us we've known about them for a long, long time. But for the first time, we are all coming together and have an opportunity to come together to solve them.
What makes me a little more hopeful for Hawaii's future? Having someone that realized that we have to do something about it. The chamber look into this and get a plan together to fix this.
They did the work of coming up with a plan. I love that. Everybody is busy, everybody wants to see change, but somebody has to kind of spearhead it and do all that research and then really say, okay, this is what we found and what are we missing? What are our blind spots? And then do you think this will work?
The Blueprint came up with some really concrete ideas, whether it's 21st century agriculture, whether it's sustainable tourism, or whether it's marine fisheries and boat building and whatnot. There's tangible things that we as a community, as a business sector, can look at to coalesce around and try to advance for the betterment of our communities.
I feel like it really acknowledges the need to make life in Hawaii a lot more affordable and livable, especially for young people, but also for everyone.
I believe the Blueprint can highlight all these bottlenecks and critical obstacles that businesses face every day. And we hear it. I mean, I have friends who are chef, wholesaler, trucker, and we get together, we talk, we're saying the same thing. But sometimes coming from an organized representation of all of our voices that, have people that the leader listen to, it personified louder than, us sitting in the garage and talking about it.
I think it's overall important that we, as business owners, those that work here in Hawaii, those that manage businesses, that we all understand that we're in it together. It's like in a va'a, right? If you're going to ho'okele that va'a and travel, then you all gotta paddle at the same time. And you all gotta paddle in the same direction.
If we are successful in driving Blueprint 2030, it'll be easier for businesses to thrive. And ultimately that will yield more jobs, flow of commerce, and have diverse macroeconomic effects.
Once you figure out the challenges, there's tremendous opportunity.
We're in an opportunity to create some really meaningful change if we are very intentional about what we do and we stay committed to the course.
We live on an island and our resources they're not infinite, right? And so what we have here is what we got to deal with and what we got to work with and help elevate that for many generations to come.
It's a plan that people want to take action on, so come join. Let's be a part of something that's going to help not only the small businesses, but help others, which just kind of is what we do here in Hawaii.
As a community, if we acknowledge that and we work together for the solutions, then I think we're just unstoppable.